Hey, what's up guys? Today we're gonna work on the Maverick engine. Look at her. This thing is sick. Yeah, I'm so excited. So excited for this thing. It is, we're sticking with the stock block, and today's video we're gonna show that it is just a stock XXX, also known as XXX roller block that came in the Fox bodies. Like, pretty much the weakest block on the planet, but we're gonna try to make like 700 or 800 horsepower with it. But you know, if you listen to the internet, you can only make 400, 500, and you break your block. So we're gonna see if we can prove you wrong. That's the plan. But we're gonna throw a turbo cam in it for the old China turbo over there. Got us a nice VS Gen 3. It actually looks really nice, and I'm pretty excited about it too. But the spirit of the build is as cheap as possible. That's what we're going for. Used parts, pretty much the whole thing is used parts right now, so we'll see what we can do. Used parts, everything but the turbo and this nice Amazon throttle body. And then my buddy Michael, I helped him strip down a Fox body, and he gave me that, and he's helped me out with some parts. He's really been a huge help. He's gonna help me wire up the Holley EFI. He's done several of them, and a lot of people ask him to wire up their Holleys, but not that I'm afraid of wiring, but I'd like to do this the right way. I'm trying to get the Maverick completely done right this time, because it was kind of just quick fixes and high school build, zip ties and everything else. So we got it pretty well stripped all down, got all the nasty stuff out of there that I've been quick fixing. And we're gonna do it right this time. So we're gonna try to make it clean and easy to work on, because that is the biggest thing we got to deal with. All right, well, we got all these bolts off, and the pan is nice and solid. If you've ever built a 302, the pans and the rear mains love to leak. So we get a little carried away with our TV on mine almost every time, because there's nothing worse than getting it all done, dropping it in the car, and there's a big puddle of oil in the next day. Not really a big one, but just any drips of oil under your car after a fresh rebuild, and it's just the worst feeling ever. So we make sure to take care of that. This thing just looks mean. All right, so I guess, let's check it out here. Probably even gonna reuse these intake gaskets, because they match my ports. They're the only ones, the Felpro 1262 S3s. Pretty much perfect. But pull spider tray, lifters, pull the chain, timing gear, and the cam will slide pretty much straight out. But once I get that spider tray off, I'll show you guys. It's a it's just a stock block, but you guys already seen the underneath when we tore it down, but it's the same one. Well, there's the NA cam. Works good with nitrous. But it's got a 110 lobe separation. It had decent duration. But we're going about a 114 plus 4 on this next cam. I'll show it to you in a second. But out with the old. Let's check out what we got for the new. Alright. I just picked up the lifters and kind of sat them up there. There it is. It's a XXX block Ford stock block, baby. Pretty sure my other stock block had the XXX right in the middle. This one has it over here. Who knows? This one will probably break first pass. But we're hoping it does something. But I was checking out this new cam. Here is the old cam. You can tell it's been used. Here's the new cam. They look side by side identical. This one, the new one, almost looks smaller, and I'm very concerned. Boom, baby. I done messed up. I looked at the cam bearing. These are new. New bearings. Cleaned them up a tad on the way out. They act like they just need a little more thicker oil. But it looks good enough to run. I ain't too worried about it. I mean, they don't have hardly any miles on them. The old plugs we put in here are holding up. What a beast. What a G. Wait a second. What is that? What am I supposed to do? No way. Is it really? Don't tell me. I think one of them came out. I'm not even joking. Well, as you can see, good old Mr. Preston popped out. And if you're wondering, if you don't remember, this is the one I put in. So it stayed in, the one I pressed in with JB Weld. But that was another one from the original, which doesn't help. I have a high volume pump and it's got more pressure behind it. I think he just had a bad set of plugs, or they just weren't outer diametered right or stamped wrong. But yeah, I was like, man, I got another one popped out, and I can't believe it's still reading 50 psi. But anyways, I went over, I talked to him, and he's like, oh, I got plugs and a tap, don't bother bringing it back. So we're gonna do it right today. We're gonna probably put a self tapper in that, use a slide hammer and pop it out, and then we're going to tap it and plug it. We're going to use grease and a vacuum, try to keep the metal out of the engine, and then I got a little magnet I can fit through there to get any little shavings that get inside there, and then whatnot to do my best. So that's the plan. Well, today's not going too good. The Polar ripped it out twice. Obviously, the JB weld was working pretty damn good. But obviously that one came out, but the ones we want to pull out to drill and tap it won't come out. So just my luck. Just having a blast here. I don't know. So I have this nice slide hammer, and it has an actual like insert for a big machine screw, and I stepped it up to that and it still slipped through it. So not going too good. I don't know. I'm gonna probably have to drill it out or something. So I guess we'll just turn the vacuum on and see what happens. I don't know. Sucks. I really didn't want to make it this messy for sure. This sucks. All right, well, I've been thinking, and I am. I'm gonna try here. So these are 1/2 inch diameter, and I JB welded the heck out of them. So I'm gonna try get a 1/2 inch bit and go and just tap the outside, and hopefully it'll clean that outer edge off around the 1/2 inch diameter, and then maybe it'll slide out, because I think that's the main thing holding this one in. This one I pressed in with JB weld, so it's going to be even worse. Might just leave that one in, depending on how bad this one is. I can't believe that one. I don't know. I must have not got it good around it, because this one wasn't even put in with JB weld. This one I just had JB weld around it, and it is not coming out. We got it. It took a few tries, because this dang thing was stubborn. Alright, I'll try to make this quick so I don't bore you guys to death, but we got it tapped. Still kind of cleaning it up inside there. Need like a pipe cleaner or some sort of like maybe a gun brush, like a gun cleaning brush. But it's tapped, and I was really concerned about that galley. It goes straight down. I believe these go to the cams, so I blew some air down into here to kind of get it back up, and then had the vacuum on this side in case anything went down in there. But need to get a little pipe cleaner, get back down in there, and I got about, I don't know, 3-4 threads, and that's about what we need, because it's only where it's pipe thread, so it gets bigger. So where that lock is, might tap it a little bit further, make sure we get good clearance. But yeah, it's got like a Loctite sealer on these wrapped on, so pretty excited. Alright guys, so I got the plug. See if I can get it to focus on the plug. Stop looking at that. There we go. So it already has a sealer on it, but we're gonna put some red Loctite on this too. It is really wanting to focus on the background. Quit looking at the Maverick, damn it. There it is. The red gel, dude. The gel is the bee's knees for reals. But dude, I cannot believe how good that thing is at focusing on the wrong thing. So we're gonna have red out the ass here. We got them. Gotti. They are all in. Man, was that just a blast? Not really. Not at all. Here's the first one we did, or the first one I was showing you. And it was the one that I put in with JB Weld, and it was the worst for sure. The trick of it was to get the same size drill bit as the plug and just buzz the outer edge of all that JB Weld to where it was just basically got all that crust out of the outside and around it. And then I literally yanked two sizes of the self tappers out, and I was out to my last one, the biggest one that I could probably fit in there, and it got it, and I was sweating. And that was the worst one because the actual oil galley for the cam bearing's right here, to whereas that one doesn't do nothing until all the way back here. These hold the oil for the lifter, so these weren't too bad. This one was probably the second worst, and that was the easiest with worrying about getting something in there, and this was the absolute worst, and that was the one I did first. I don't know why I did that one first, but I blew some air through here and had the vacuum on this side. Hopefully I got anything that might have fallen down in there, because I was messing with this thing for a while. It sucked. I finally got it done, and then I just went ahead and did these two because I didn't feel like I needed a video doing all of them, but that is the deal right there. And we're back to Clint's clapped out used part engine. Small block 8.2 deck Mafia, baby. The cam's in, and it is a used cam from a random sketchy guy online got on Marketplace. So yeah. It's got some stuff etched into it. It says Cam Motion, but he was like, yeah, Tick Performance ground this out, and I had same cubic inches and same size turbo and stock block and all this, and this is what it's supposed to do. And I was like, that'll be good. So I got a decent price on it. We're gonna try it. A lot of the specs are there, and I measured it out with a caliper, so I know what it is now. Or I have a good idea comparing to my other cam and everything else of knowing what it is. But yes, this 114, pretty much any turbo cam you find off the shelf is a 114. This is a 114 plus 4 ground in, and a little bit more lift than my other cam, so it should be fairly spicy. It's not much more lift, and I think I'm going to be able to keep all my normal everything I still had and just bolt it back on, because it's fairly close to the same size, just a little bit bigger. What's up, guys? We are putting the injectors in, or I am. Got these Holley 120 pounders. Got them used on Marketplace, and a good buddy of mine, Michael, he checked them, flowed them, and he said, man, they are on the money. So I'm pretty excited. They flow good. Got them all cleaned. He got them all cleaned up for me. So when I slip these babies in, been cleaning my rails that I got with this used. This intake's used. It's the same one as I had on my other one, but it's got it ported out for injectors. So, or they ported the bosses here. But yep, should be getting her together here pretty soon, and then we'll set her on the engine. Still got a few more things. Gotta set all the valves with the new cam skis in there, but she's coming together.